The Rookie just premiered tonight on NBC, and this is going to be my review for the series premiere. I am going to try to keep this video as spoiler-free as possible, so I'm not going to be giving a spoiler warning. I feel like some shows you can really kind of get away with not talking about a lot of spoilers in the series premieres. Others, like Manifest, another show I reviewed recently, it was really hard to talk about that show without revealing some of the big things that happen. So this one, though, I don't feel like that's going to be the case. So don't worry, you can watch this and you're not going to get spoiled. Nothing's going to get spoiled for you, and then you can go watch the episode after. Okay, so let's not waste any more time and let's go ahead and start talking about The Rookie. The show stars Nathan Fillion, which most people will probably recognize him from the TV show Castle. In this series, he plays a man named John Nolan, a 40-year-old who moves to LA to join the LAPD. He becomes a rookie cop, and the first episode pretty much is him and two other rookies experiencing their first few days on duty. I am not usually that big of a fan of procedural crime dramas such as shows like Castle or Law and Order. From the promotional footage I saw of this show, it did look like it was going to have it looked like it was going to be a procedural drama, but after watching the first episode, I can say, thankfully, that it does have that procedural aspect to it, but I think it's going to be procedural more in the sense of something like Chicago Fire or 911, opposed to something like Law and Order or Castle. I think there will be the occasion where the show has, this one really big case, but I think most of the episodes are going to have some smaller cases, and the rest of the time is probably going to be following the lives of the rookies and their personal lives. Like I said, I want to keep this review as spoiler-free as possible, so I'm not going to go into details about the cases and what happened, like the big moments and twists and stuff like that, because that would ruin it, and I want to keep this review as spoiler-free as possible. But I will say that the cases that they did have in the first episode were very interesting, and I'm excited to see more. There are some things that I really liked in the first episode of The Rookie. All the characters, for the most part, seemed very interesting. I didn't find any of them really boring. We didn't get the chance to see all of them very much. It mainly focused on Nathan Fillion's character, as well as a few others, but it really didn't tell us much about some of the others. I'm sure as the series progresses, we're going to learn a lot more about the rest of the characters. I also really liked, I don't think this is really a spoiler, but I really liked the camera in the TV show. What I mean by that is every once in a while in the show, instead of it just being a normal kind of TV show, TV movie kind of camera, it switches over to the body cams of the characters. And so it kind of gives you this first-person view of first-person perspective of what's going on in that moment with the characters, if they're chasing after a suspect or in a fight or something like that. I also really liked that the show seemed to, I can't say, like, from personal experience, I'm not a police officer. I don't even really know anybody that's a police officer personally, but it did seem like it probably was very realistic in how rookies and all come in and are kind of initiated into being police officers. It kind of portrayed all the rookies as coming in as kind of wide-eyed and excited, ambitious, ready to get out there and really get into it, and to just kind of lead them down a path of just kind of getting a swift kick in the balls and bringing them right back to reality of like, wow, this really is no joke. This is real out here. And I think that was very good as well. Like I said, I don't have personal experience on that, but just from watching the show, it definitely seemed like that. I feel like to me it had that kind of realism that's very good in a show like this. I did really enjoy the series premiere of The Rookie. With that being said, though, I did have some issues with the episode. Like I said earlier, they had some issues with not really telling you much about the other characters. I get that, Nathan Fillion's character is the rookie. He's the title character, so he's going to be the main focus of the show. But we didn't really get to learn much about any of the other characters. A little bit here and there, but not no near as much as I feel like we really needed to to kind of connect with them in any way. The actors were great, though. They did a good job at what they were given in this episode. Like I said, though, I'm sure we're going to see more of their backstories and their lives and stuff like that as the series progresses. Just in the first episode, though, I feel like it didn't really give us enough. I do have one other problem with the series as a whole. This is minor, it's nothing huge, but the whole series is called The Rookie. And right now, yes, he is a rookie. But the problem is as the series progresses, in 2 or 3 seasons, he's no longer going to be a rookie. Now, I'm not saying this show is necessarily going to make it that long, but with Nathan Fillion in the show and how well Castle did, if it's anything like that, this show could last for a very long time. Eventually, the title of the show is not going to be relevant anymore because he's no longer the rookie. He's a full-on police officer now. Whereas I guess they'll bring in more rookies, so maybe that way the show will still kind of have that relevance with the title. I don't know. Like I said, that's just a minor thing, probably nothing that anybody else would really care about, but it's just kind of something that popped into my head when thinking about it. Overall, like I said, I really enjoyed the episode, and I think this series has the potential to be very good. And that's coming from somebody who really doesn't care for procedural dramas, especially procedural crime dramas. So, if you know that I'm saying that it's good, then it probably is pretty good. It may not be for everyone, you know. I mean, if you are a fan of Nathan Fillion and you liked Castle, this is definitely going to be a must-watch for you. If you're a fan in general of procedural crime dramas, it's definitely going to be a watch for you. If you're not one of those two things, you'll probably kind of be in the same area as me, where you'll just kind of have to really watch it and see if it's something you're interested in. TV shows like The Rookie can be very difficult to judge off of just one episode. I try my best not to judge too harshly TV shows when it comes to their very first episode in general, because it's not necessarily the best representation of how good a show is going to be. So I kind of try to remain, a little bit easy on them at that point, because you have to see, for at least me, I have to see at least a couple of episodes to really know if I'm going to really like a show. But pilots are a good way to kind of get introduced to the show and see if it's going to be something you're interested in. And for me, The Rookie definitely piqued my interest. I'm going to continue watching it at least for a couple of more episodes to see if it's something that I want to watch long term. Like I said, this show could possibly go 10 seasons, or it may not make it out of its first. We just don't know. Have to see how the ratings go and stuff like that. But I would say this one is probably going to be a ratings hit, so I think it's going to be around for quite some time. So, are you going to check out the series premiere of The Rookie? Have you already seen it? If so, let me know down in the comment section below what you thought about the episode, and if you think you're going to continue watching it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content from me, hit that subscribe button. That's all I got right now. I'll see everybody next time.